Welcome to our next Wandering Walks of Wonder adventure. Today we're headed to Warrensburg, Missouri. Warrensburg, Missouri was founded in 1835 by European American settlers John and Martin D. Warren. The town was named after Martin Warren, who had a log cabin in this location that you see right about here. Warrensburg was platted in 1836 and incorporated in 1855. It is the seat of Johnson County and home to the campus of the University of Central Missouri. The town grew rapidly in the 1800s due to its location along the Osage Indian Trail and its status as the county seat. By 1850, the population of Warrensburg was 241 and the town had a flour mill, a carding machine, a foundry, and a woolen mill. For the most part, the town was organized around marketing and shipping agricultural products from the surrounding farms. There is a ton of history here in Warrensburg, but none more famous than what we see in this statue here of this dog who is immortalized in Warrensburg history. This is a statue of Old Drum. The phrase, man's best friend, is based on a famous trial over the killing of Old Drum, a dog who was shot in Warrensburg. In 1958, a statue of Old Drum was erected on the Johnson County Courthouse lawn, and it contains the summation of U.S. Senator George C. Vest's closing speech where he says a man's best friend is his dog. One of the more recognizable buildings in Warrensburg is this Johnson County Courthouse. This courthouse became the third in Johnson County when this Richardsonian Romanesque structure was built in 1898. The building was designed to replace a temporary structure that was utilized in the late 19th century after the county grew beyond the scope of its original courthouse, which was completed in 1841. The location of that original courthouse was selected in 1836 by a committee that included Daniel Morgan Boone, the son of the pioneering outdoorsman Daniel Boone. When the Civil War erupted in Missouri in 1861, most of the economic activity in Warrensburg was curtailed. The town was briefly occupied by Union forces in 1862, but it was mostly spared from the violence of the war. After the war, Warrensburg rebounded and continued to grow. The town's location along the newly built Missouri Pacific Railroad made it a major transportation hub for the region. In 1870, the University of Central Missouri was founded in Warrensburg, which further boosted the town's economy. Ahead of us are three historic buildings here in downtown Warrensburg. The first two buildings that you see on the left are commercial buildings that were constructed between 1890 and 1895, a period close to Warrensburg's first period of robust population growth. The first store on the left was a dry goods store when it was originally occupied in 1895, and the one on the right was a general store that operated throughout the early 1900s.
experience. Yeah, I heard that too, and I was like,
Warrensburg developed as a trading center during the mid 19th century, which inspired the Missouri Pacific Railroad to create a stop in the town for its new St. Louis to Kansas City and beyond rail line. The railroad offered an array of industries, from mining to farming, and a chance to grow because of the expanded marketplace outside of Warrensburg. Indeed, the sandstone used to build the train station, among several other prominent buildings in town, came from a nearby quarry that benefited greatly from the railway. The location of the Warrensburg station, not far from the Warrensburg Courthouse, speaks to the shift in commercial and government activity from the old Main Street corridor to the Holden Street corridor. Today, the building is still home to an Amtrak station. Across the street from us here in this very beautiful building is the Magnolia Opera House, which opened in 1890. It's across the street from the Magnolia Mill, which was founded by William Hartman and Isaac Markwood in 1879. Milling proved to be a significant industry that helped Warrensburg grow during the late 19th century, and the Magnolia Mill gained success marketing their products to locations outside Warrensburg thanks to their location next to the Missouri Pacific Railway. The partners built the theater as part of their entrepreneurial pursuits that included retail, banking, and insurance businesses. Across the street from us in this building with the black facade is the old Star Theater. The Star Theater opened in downtown Warrensburg in 1920 and operated through the mid 20th century. During the 1860s, two separate one-story buildings were constructed at these locations. These two buildings were later combined into a single two-story property between 1883 and 1888, and that building operated as a dry goods and general merchandise store until the theater was constructed in 1920. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of downtown Warrensburg, Missouri. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next walk. Take care now. Bye.